Şunun için Xitay hükümeti bizni bütünley medeniyetimizni, tilimizni, hem nersimizni yo'qotish için öldürdü, tuttu, turmalarga tashladı.
But Uyghurs and Tibetans, of course, paid a very high price to keep their nation, preserve their culture, their religion, and their ethnic identity.
Bunun için biz turmada yattık, minligan, milyonlagan adamlarımız öldü.
Thousands of Tibetans and Uyghurs have been killed by the Chinese authorities and imprisoned.
Bugünküçe Xitay hükümeti öldürüp atıdı, hem solap atıdı, hem tutup atıdı, hem devletimizden koklap çıkarıp atıdı.
And Chinese government continue to kill in order to eliminate the Uyghurs and Tibetans, continue to kill the Tibetans and Uyghurs and force them to leave their country.
Xitay hükümeti bizni muşunda kırgınçılık kılış bilen birge dünyaya yani bizge töhmet çaplap bula bölgünçe terörist degen kalpakını kaydırıp durup dünyanı aldatıdı.
Chinese government, of course, using all tools and state terror to eliminate the Uyghur people and Tibetans and suppress the Uyghurs and Tibetans, but accuse them, portray them as terrorists to the international community.
Ameliyatta Xitay hükümeti bizden üstümüzden devlet derecelik terörizm hareketini жүргізіп atıdı.
In reality, the Chinese government pursue a state terror against the Tibetan and Uyghurs.
Xitay hükümeti vatanның işi de, vatanımızın işi de bizning zuvanımızı boğup kalmasdan hatta Birleşken Devletler Teşkilatı'dı mı, chet ellerdi mi bizning zuvanımızı boğmakçı.
Chinese government not only tries to silence the Uyghur and Tibetan descent in Tibet in East Turkestan, but it extends its long arm to other countries, even United Nations, to silence the Tibetan and Uyghur and Tibetan voice.
Xitay hükümeti Uygurlarga, Tibet'ke özünün kişilik hukuku için sözdeş hukuku bergen küzdüş teşkilatlarını hukukunu Birleşken Devletler Teşkilatı'ndan et taşısa bunun ve UN yol koydu.
And the Chinese government managed to revoke some of the observer status of some of the NGOs at the United Nations for their support of the Uyghur and Tibetan cause.
Xitay hükümeti biz tinchlikparvar xalq, Tibet xalqi, Uyghur xalqi azaldan tinchlikparvar xalq. Lekin Xitay hükümeti bizni öldürüş tutuş bilen özüge qarşılıqqa majburlayatıdı.
Uyghurs and Tibetans are peaceful people, peace-loving people. They would like to pursue their struggle peacefully, but Chinese government's state terror and repression lead to bloody incidents in Uyghur region.
Endi Birleşken Devletler Teşkilatı'nın muşundaq bir diktatör devletke bizde kişilik hukuk talepçilerinin avazını boğuşku yol koyganlığına qattiq narazılığımızı bildiriş için biz bugün bir yerge yığıldık.
We are here to condemn Chinese attempt to silence the Uyghur and Tibetan voice in the United Nations.
Biz birlikte çukum Xitay hükümetinin bir yerde kişilik hukuk sorunu da payda buluşunu, o hakta söz etişini bizge gelimizin boğuşuğu yol koymay, biz bu inkılapını birliktikimiz bizni kollagan Tibet qarindaşlarımızga ve muş sorunga kelgen Uyghur qarindaşlarımızga bugün muşundaq jirak yakından kelgeniga rahmat etimiz.
And we have to come together and jointly should fight against Chinese government attempts to silence our voices in the United Nations Human Rights Council.
Bizni kollap kelgen barliq siyasi oğullarga rahmat.
And I would like to extend my gratitude to all of you for your devotion, for your dedication and sacrifice to come all the way from different countries to attend this joint rally.
Bugün İlham Tohti degan bizning tinchlik bilan kishilik huquq bir ziyolarimizni muddatsiz kasdi Xitoy.
You may all know the Chinese government imprisoned, sentenced to life imprisonment the peaceful Uyghur dissident Ilham Tohti.
10 minglarcha İlham Tohti turmudi shunday yetyapti.
We have to know that 10,000s of Ilham Tohti are suffering in Chinese prison.
Bugün Yevropa Parlamentining Saharov mukofotini Uyg'urga bizning İlham Tohtiga berganligi uchun rahmat aytamiz. Nomzod qilganligi uchun rahmat aytamiz.
We are very happy that the Ilham Tohti is a finalist at the Sakharov Prize.
Mening so'zlaydigan so'zimni tarjima qilsa vaqt ketadi ekan, Tibetlik qarindoshlar. Shu bizning vice prezident Ömer Xalat bütün Uyg'urlarningki so'zini sizlarga o'qib berdi.
So I prepare actually a written statement, and now Omar Khanat, that's me, will read my written statement to you.
Uyg'ur qarindoshlarim taqab ketmanglar. Rahmat sizlarning bugun chidab o'ltirganlar.
Good afternoon, my Uyghur and Tibetan brothers and sisters. I'm very pleased to welcome you all. I would like to extend my gratitude to you all for your dedication, devotion, and sacrifice for attending this joint protest rally to condemn Chinese government's repressive policies in East Turkestan in Tibet, its ongoing brutal crackdown on Uyghurs and Tibetans, its religious restriction, its new anti-terrorism law, and its illegitimate attempts to silence Uyghur and Tibetan human rights activists' voice in UN Human Rights Council. I'm honored to be here today among so many Uyghur and Tibetan human rights defenders from around the world who came to this wonderful city to join hands together in our struggle for our common destiny for freedom, human rights, and democracy. Only when we all come together to fight against Chinese government and powers of darkness in Beijing, then there shall be freedom and human rights for Uyghurs, Tibetans, and as well as Han Chinese people. As you all know, East Turkestan was occupied by Communist China in October 1949, 1 year before it occupied Tibet. In 1955, the Chinese government designated East Turkestan an autonomous region, renaming it Xinjiang Uyghur Autonomous Region, and promised that it will respect the cultural, economic, political, and religious rights of the people of East Turkestan. Under these terms, the Chinese government also promised to respect Uyghurs' right of self-determination as well. However, the Chinese government never kept its promises, and like Tibet, there is no sign of autonomy in East Turkestan. Both the Tibetan and Uyghurs have been suffering from systematic human rights